Welcome to this session with your Abhishek sir. Today's session is for class 6. The chapter will deal with his history and the topic is Egyptian civilization. The Egyptian civilization was set along the bank of river Nile in about 3150 BCE. Herodotus was an ancient Greek historian. He described Egypt as the gift of Nile. But why is it so? We will now learn. Every year, Nile flooded its banks and deposited fertile black soil, making the land fertile and suitable for agriculture. As the river Nile got replenished by rain, Egyptians had constant supply of fresh water. The river was also used for transport and navigation, and this opened the scope of trade and commerce. The water was full of fish and papyrus weed that provided food and helped in paper making respectively. Ancient Egypt was often understood as two distinct lands. Number one, Kemet, the black land referring to the fertile land around the river, and Deshret, the red land referring to the desert on either side of the Kemet. Now the desert acts as a natural barrier preventing from outside infiltration. History of ancient Egypt can be divided into three phases. Number one, Old Kingdom, that is from 3000 to 2200 BC. Next is number two, Middle Kingdom, that is from about 2100 to 1800 BC. And the third one is New Kingdom, that is from 1500 BC to 1000 BC. The Egyptian settlements were divided into two parts, the Upper Egypt and the Lower Egypt. Though there were many similarities between these two parts, they were at constant war with each other. King Narmer tried to unify these lands in about 3100 BC. The ruler of Egypt were referred to as pharaohs. The pharaonic rule started with the King Narmer and ended with the death of Cleopatra in 30 BC. The pharaoh was given the status of god on earth. They hold supreme position as priest in all temples. They built their personal treasury by accepting gifts and valuable items from all areas under their control. The Egyptians believed that if the pharaoh's body was preserved and mummified after the death, the pharaoh would live forever. The tombs of pyramids were designed to protect the buried pharaoh's body and his belongings. Now we'll discuss the main factors of Egyptian civilization. The first one in this line is the town planning. We come to know about the town planning of the civilization from few cities like Memphis in the Lower Egypt and Thebes in the Upper Egypt. The planning of the cities and towns was based on their proximity to the Nile and the need to protect them from its flooding. Excavations shows that the main streets run parallel through the center of the town, while narrow streets intersected them at right angles. The houses were constructed by sun-baked bricks and flat roofs. Most of the houses had 2 or 3 rooms, a courtyard and a kitchen area. Royal homes were fenced by high walls and moats for security reasons. Architecture. The Egyptians built several architectural structures and monuments. Their pyramids and temples are great examples of their architectural brilliance. Most of the constructions were done with sun-baked bricks and stones, mainly limestone, sandstone and granite. Other structures such as dams, canals, dikes and reservoirs were built to utilize the Nile water for agriculture. The Great Pyramid of Giza is listed among the 7 wonders of ancient world. It was built by a pharaoh, Khufu. Another example of the architectural evidence is the Sphinx. It is a mythological creature with a human head and a lion's body. The social structure of ancient Egyptian society was divided into 3 classes. The upper class, which consisted of royal families, priests, and government officials, etc. The second was the middle class, which consisted of the merchants, manufacturers, craftsmen, and others. The third one was the lower class, which consisted of the farmers, the slaves, the peasants, and others. Family life. The Egyptian family consisted of the husband, wife, and children. Male were the head of the family. They worked for a living, while women took care of the home and children. Women were respected and equal in eyes of law, but they were expected to obey their husband and fathers. Boys learned craft and trade from their fathers, while girls learned housework from their mothers. Wealthy families used to send boys to school from the age of 7. Upper class lived a luxurious life and they enjoyed different activities such as swimming, fishing, and boating. Occupation. The occupation of ancient Egyptian included agriculture, animal husbandry, art and craft. While agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Agriculture. It was one of the main reasons for the rise of this civilization. The fertile soil, abundant supply of water were the main reasons for the agricultural development. Chief crops were wheat, millet, barley, dates, figs, and melons. They also grew flax, which was converted into linen. Domestication of animals. They domesticated animals like donkeys, camels, cats, cattle, goats, and sheep for agriculture and transport purposes. Animals were also reared for egg, milk, and meat. Royal families often kept dogs, cats, and monkeys as pets. Horses were used to drive chariots in wars by the royal families. Art and craft. The Egyptian art and craft showed carvings of human beings, animals, and nature in paintings and sculptures made of wood, stone, and ceramics. The paintings were done on stone surfaces of tombs, temples, and palaces. The sculptor carved the statues of pharaohs using stones and wood. The paintings had a natural color depicting distinctive features of figures going through their daily activities. There were skilled craftsmen such as painters, sculptors, carpenters, goldsmiths, and potters. Trade and commerce. During the pharaonic times, the Egypt traded with different cities, towns, and even neighboring countries. Goods were transported through boats along Nile River. The construction of bridges over the river eased the transportation of goods. Camels, mules, and donkeys were also used to transport goods by roads. Barter system was used for trade. They traded gold, papyrus, linen, grains, and artifacts in return for cedar wood, ivory, copper, gold, iron, and lapis lazuli. Religion and culture. The Egyptians worshipped different gods and goddesses who were believed to control forces of nature. Some important gods and goddesses were the sun god Ra, the creator god Amun, and Osiris, the god of the dead. Pharaohs were also worshipped as gods. They strongly believed in the life after death and preserved the bodies of the dead by a process called mummification. The dead bodies were embedded using spices and natural oil and wrapped in animal skin. Such dead bodies are known as mummies. Now we will study about the contribution of Egyptian civilization to modern world. First point we will study over here is about the writing. The Egyptian invented hieroglyphic writing, also known as the sacred writing. Hieroglyph involved pictographic representation of objects. It was written from right to left. It was also found carved on the walls of temples and other monuments. Science and astronomy. The Egyptians were probably the first to adopt a solar calendar. A year had 360 days and 12 months. Each month consisted of 30 days. Each day was divided into 24 hours. At the end of each year, they added 5 days to be used for celebration. They were good astronomers and could predict things. Medicine. The process of mummification demonstrated that Egyptians had profound knowledge of medical sciences. They knew to cure diseases. The priests were also doctors who used magical spells along with natural medicines and ingredients to cure illnesses. The priest in charge had advanced knowledge of medicine and human anatomy. Mathematics. In the field of mathematics, the Egyptians developed an advanced system of mathematics where numbers were written using the base 10. The numbers 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh had a unique style of writing, while numbers such as 1 and 2 were depicted by simple strokes. While constructing the pyramids and other monuments, calculations of areas and volumes of triangles, rectangles, circles, and hemispheres were done for accuracy of shape and structure of the pyramids. Paper. The Egyptians made paper and ink. The papyrus weed were used to make paper. Juice of plants were used to prepare ink. Decline of Egyptian civilization. The glory of Egyptian civilization began to decline by around 1100 BC. The Egyptian state faced repeated invasions from Babylonians, Assyrians, and Persians. In 332 BC, Alexander the Great conquered Egypt. After him, his general Ptolemy declared himself as the Pharaoh of Egypt. His dynasty ruled Egypt for the next 300 years. In 30 BC, the Roman Empire invaded Egypt and made it Roman province, and thus the Egyptian civilization came to an end. With this, I end this session. Please subscribe this channel, like this video, and share this video. Do not forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of any video posted in this channel. I will also like to request you to follow my Facebook page Avishek Sir Online, where you will find question answers related to this chapter. Thank you very much.